Yo, it's funny. I just had this thought, like Myasthenia Gravis. Like you gotta have fun with it too. Like you can't be serious the whole time. Like I can barely open my eyes. Like yo, I can barely open my eyes, but I can run a marathon. I can run a full marathon like no problem. Like oh my god. That's just funny. Like I can't fully open my eyes. But hey, run a marathon, yo. We out. Like oh man. What is up? What is up? Back again. And I don't know, today I just want to talk about what's possible with myasthenia gravis. Like where do you draw the limits? Like, are there limits? I don't know. So stick around, we're gonna discuss this. Y'all ever heard of like you have to like see what's possible before you can actually do something? Like I remember hearing a story about when people first broke the, what was it, like the 5-minute mile or something. And I was like, after the first person, I forgot who did it, but after the first person broke the 5-minute mile, it opened kind of like the floodgates of people. Like soon after that, like later that year, it was like multiple people breaking 5-minute miles because they saw that was possible. Like it could be done. So I don't know. That's what I'm thinking today. Like just talk about what's possible with myasthenia gravis. Like, you know, some people may be hospitalized, may feel like they're paralyzed, but many things are possible. You just have to believe it or see it. So we're gonna get into that. You know, maybe you want to run your first marathon. I don't know. Like maybe you just want to run. Who knows? But I'm here to tell you, it's very possible. Not only it's possible with myasthenia gravis, but it's possible to do it without any meds too. It could be done. It's being done. So yeah, that's why I'm here, to share some light. Share some light, you know. But you gotta expand your mind, though. You can't be locked in on what people tell you sometimes. I mean, it's kind of cliche because I'm telling you what's possible, but some people tell you there's no remedy, there's no cure, there's no this and that, and you're set. This is how you're gonna be for life. But I say you should always challenge things. Always challenge things, especially yourself. Challenge yourself, you know. It'll be in another 6 months I'll be approaching 20 years with myasthenia gravis, and I've done what I feel wasn't possible back then, and I still haven't even reached my limits. I haven't scratched the surface of the limits yet. Whew. Very possible. Right now, I'm gonna tell you what's possible. What's possible, alright? Sorry, I'm doing laundry. I'm doing laundry, that's why I'm focused a little back and forth. I was on prednisone. This was like the main drug that they give. I think that they give you with myasthenia gravis. It helps. It helps a lot, but I heard it's not good for long-term use. So when I heard that, I was like, yeah, I still had a little bit of double vision, back and forth, drooping eyelids, all that stuff. So, but I felt like I had just about my full strength. That's why I was able to compete on American Ninja Warrior. I was doing that for a good amount of years. How long was that? I don't even know the years, so I'm not even counting, but around season 4 to about season 10, I was very active with the American Ninja Warrior scene, alright? And I felt like I was a top competitor. If I would have had to give a percentage, I would say I was probably in the top 15% of my region, of my area, or something like that. Like whether you go to like the mini comps, or just competing on the show and stuff. Like, so in what was the season, Daytona, the Daytona qualifying round, about approximately 120 or so people compete at each qualifying round, and I made the top 30, and then I came in, what was it, 19th place. So I was just for the top 15 move over to national finals in Vegas. So I was like 4 away from going to the national finals. So, but yeah. So yeah, Ninja Warrior. I was doing that for many years, and then I decided I wanted to get off the drugs. I got off the prednisone. It was like the end of 2017, going into 2018. Ever since 2018 until now, I've taken no meds, no drugs. It's been all me, my mindset, good food, good herbs, all that good stuff. So and then what I've done since then, I felt like I had to get used to like my own body running off its own fumes, in a sense. So I felt very weak. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie there. I felt very weak. Some days, like literally, I went from being able to do like 15, 20 plus pull-ups, muscle ups, and to barely being able to do like one pull-up. Like, it was like, but I knew it had to be done. I didn't want to rely on prescriptions for the rest of my life. So, but there was a void though. Like, there was a few years I went deep into healing, and then there was a big gap. Like, I felt empty. I needed something to fill this space, this emptiness. Okay. But and sure enough, what filled that void was running, just moving my legs. Hi. Yep. So I have ran. Let me just tell you what I've done since then. I'm gonna just run off the top of the dome. Like, I didn't even write this shit down. All right, since 2018, I've ran a total of 8. I'm using one hand, like 8 full marathons. I've ran 8 full marathons. That's mostly in the last like 2.5 years. I don't even count how many half marathons I've done. Probably more than that in half marathons, I'm pretty sure. I've done multiple Spartan races, multiple Spartan trifecta weekends. What else? I did my very own 24-hour challenge of running. So, you know, maximum miles, how many miles you could do in 24 hours. So I did that. Just something I felt like doing. Which I got 65 miles in one day, which I failed my goal. My goal was to do 100. But, you know, I never even done that much in a day. So that was exciting. And this was in summer of 2023 in Miami. So yeah, just think about that. What else? Oh, I did, it was 2 weeks later, I did Hood to Coast relay. That was fun. And then a lot of these runs, these races, these marathons, Spartan race, most of them, I did them all weeks apart. My second full marathon was only, three. It was only 3 weeks apart from my first marathon. And I got PR by 2 minutes, so I got 2 minutes faster from my first to my second marathon. And then my third marathon was a month later. That was Nashville. I finally broke sub 4 hours on my third marathon. And that felt good. Like, that felt really good. And it wasn't the race that I expected, because like sometimes you could prepare all you want, but really it just comes down to what your body is used to, like what's gonna come out of like what you've done in the past. So, but yeah, that was a good race. But yeah, I've done so much on my own while still fighting Myasthenia Gravis. So just a little quick video of what's possible. So you gotta ask yourself, what is possible? What are you thinking? What's your mindset like? Because that's a big part, the mindset. You gotta change the mindset, what's possible. Like literally, I still have double vision, drooping eyelids. I still get fatigued sometimes on certain things. Like I feel like my legs, most definitely my legs right now are the strongest of everything. My upper body is very weak. Upper body and core is very weak, but I'm gonna still be working on it though. So yeah, what's possible? Let's go.